and welcome to Welpsimulations Thursday. This is not the voice that you're familiar with for this particular stream day. I am going to be playing an aquarium simulator game. Something a little different. I have played it for about 15 minutes or so, and I liked it from the little bit that I played around with it. And we're going to be seeing how in-depth this thing gets today. Probably not gonna be a crazy long stream, but I definitely wanted to give this this game a full look, and if we like it, we're gonna definitely end up doing more with it in the future. Can we hear the game? Yes, we hear it. We can hear it all. I did the most basic little aquarium setup before. I'm debating on whether or not I want to show you guys that because it was just really basic stuff. I think we're gonna continue right on in. So there actually is story to this. That's amazing. Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? It didn't save. Hang on a second. Hang on. There it is, right here. Money 0. Wait a minute. It didn't save. Is there no save function? I think we may be forced to start from here again. That sucks. I went through this whole thing. Yeah, just drop the aquarium and walk off. Jackass. I love how he pulled this thing in. By the way, okay, so, first thing I should explain before we go any further into this. I know a thing or two about aquariums.
Remotely imaginable.
Dirt Tracker, thank you so much for the sub. I know a thing or two about aquariums. At one point in high school, I actually had about 28 fish tanks, ranging from 1 gallon up to 125 gallons. I've bred fish from 3 continents. I can tell you right now that that tank right there is at least about, I'd say a 37-gallon cube, something like that. Actually, there is a liter thing. But if you were to look at that, like just looking at the size of it right now, I don't care what they say, about a 37-gallon cube, or column in this case. That's a lot of weight that guy just carried in if he had the water in it already. Because every gallon of water is 8 pounds, so that's 37 times 8. That's one strong man. Could I guess how many gumballs would be in it? No, I have no idea how many gumballs would fit inside a tank that size. Alright, I'm gonna check one more time. Main menu. No. See, it's giving me the option to load. We're gonna see if it keeps this time. Currently dying of an upper respiratory infection. So for I'm sorry, bud. Alright, press Q on the aquarium to inspect it and see what type the water is. Very important to put the correct type of fish, plants, and decorations in the appropriate type of water, otherwise they will die. Alright, so actually somebody might be able to do the conversion to get, how many liters? Josh, are you on this? What is 150 liters in gallons? Because that's actually one conversion I don't know. All right, we need a name. Dirt Tracker. Dirt Tracker. We need a name. We need an aquarium name. All right, so now I just called it. I didn't even look at the liter count, Josh, and I said that that was a 37-gallon column. The actual amount is 39 gallons. I was pretty damn close. That's not bad. Come on, Dirt Tracker. We need a good name. Got to get things started. I think we can come back to it. Oh, that's okay. Think about it. I think we can come back to it. Yes, we can change it anytime we want. Okay, we're opening the shop. Buy a shovel and some soil. Okay. Utility items. Let's get that shovel. All right. We're gonna go with the lighter gravel. Lighter gravel is going to make the tank brighter. That's a good thing to keep in mind. That's okay. All right, so anyways, Josh, what I was saying is that a good thing you remember when building an aquarium is that if you go with a brighter colored gravel, it's going to make the entire tank brighter because also the light's going to be able to reflect off of it better. If you have like black sand or a black gravel, just darker, the entire thing is going to be darker. So we're going to go with a little bit of a lighter look here. So I got to get up and over this thing. Here we go. Yeah. All right. Right click to finish. Put a lot of gravel in that amount of time. Okay, good. Buy and pick up a rock for the new aquarium. Let's see which one this is under. Yes, here we go. $10 for a single rock. Gotta love it. All right, buy and collect 4 items in your inventory. I'm gonna buy 1 plant of each type so we can show you what we got here. Damn inflation, that's right. So... Alright, so we're rotating like this. I want this thing to be vertical. And then what we want to do is we want to slightly bury it in the gravel. Nope, see, it's still falling over. Hey. I think what I want to do is I want to get that rock out of there first. Because I think it's bouncing off of the rock. I think it's because it's touching the glass. Aww. We almost had it. Let's get these guys in here. Now, I had this working. It's shooting right up out of the gravel. It wasn't doing that last time. All right, so we're just gonna we're gonna lay this on its side then. Okay. We gotta keep going. Saltwater fantasy. All right. Okay, there we go. Saltwater fantasy. All right, right-click on the decoration stone and make it static. Static. It is now static. Buy a filter. Basic filtration unit. So this is not a hang on the back filter. This one actually is a fully submersible one. Gotta go pick it up. It is now enabled, and then we now have a flow of water in the tank. Okay, enabled, and I think we're gonna... If I remember the first fish that we have in here, I think I want to keep it around 21 to start with. Okay, we now have a thermometer. I'm gonna keep it right there, because usually, you know, if this is a real situation, you would want to have the thermometer close enough to the front so you can always get an accurate reading of it. You don't want to have it so you have to like crane your neck all the way around to the back. Although in this situation, because there's actually room to move all the way around the tank, and there's no backer on it yet, you could put it wherever you wanted, but it is gonna have us put a backer on this tank eventually. All right, so we're ready. Temperature 21. We're buying our first fish, guys. Sadly, no saltwater fish yet. Two goldfish. It's exciting. Here we go. Woo! Now, normally, you would put this bag in the aquarium after you brought it home from the store, and generally let it sit for at least 20 minutes, because that would, it tries to bring the water temperature in the bag closer to that's in the aquarium that it's going into. So you're trying to acclimate them a little bit. And these in. Alright, each fish has its own stats. Click on the fish. Goldfish. Temperature range. See, I hit the temperature right on. Decorations, it's not happy with. Fish amount, not happy with. So we need more fish, we need some more decorations. All right, the hunger level shows whether the fish need food. Fish that lack food die. The fish are happy when they are fed. Fish that are predators and are hungry will hunt other smaller fish to feed themselves. All right, temperature, plants, decorations. We got it. So this is all the possible alerts right here we will get to if something's wrong. The oxygen one's important. Need to have enough filtration in the aquarium. Something a lot of people, I'm sure, don't think about, the amount of oxygen that a fish needs. So how long do you typically need to wait between prepping, filling a tank, and when you would bring a fish home? Generally speaking, it depends how you want to do it, because there's two ways of setting up an aquarium. You can either do an aquarium cycle with fish, or you can do a fishless cycle, or at least a fishless cycle that will help to make it easier for fish to go into the tank. Now, generally what you would do is you would set the aquarium up, you wait a few days for it to settle, you get the heat just right, you make sure that the heater's working appropriately, make sure all the equipment, make sure that the tank can't be leaking, so you got to give it at least a day. I generally tell people, really, if you want to do a good job for the fish, you should try to at least wait 2 days, bare minimum. Sometimes 3 days is good to get it started. Then you got to get a fish that would be considered a sturdy fish, something that would be strong, it can take dealing with a new tank environment. When fish go into an aquarium, they start bringing, they bring the microorganisms to it, but it also starts, the nitrate side, I can't remember the name for it, but it starts out when the fish are excreting into the water, it starts out with ammonia, and then you have nitrites, and you end up with nitrates in the water. So both ammonia and nitrite are toxic to the fish, and any levels of them at all in an established aquarium are not a good sign. They're a good sign when you're starting out, because it means that the tank is cycling. So when you put a fish into the aquarium and you start feeding them, and you start having these dissolved particles go into the water, basically it's going through a cycling process, and a cycling process can take from 4 to 6 weeks, generally speaking. So you want a fish that's very hardy, that can survive that. That's if you're doing a cycle with fish mostly. You can also do a fishless cycle where you can pour. They have stuff that you can get at the store where you can pour into the tank. Then you can crush up some small flake food, put the flakes into the aquarium. You can also put some established fish water into the aquarium. When I was starting out my fish tanks, if I already had a fish tank that was established, it was really easy to start up a new aquarium, because I would literally put almost all used fish tank water into that aquarium. Because I had so many fish tanks, I would always do my water changes on my aquariums and then just fill up the new tank with the used tank water, and it would be a lot easier on the fish. It's the nitrogen cycle. That's what it is. The nitrogen cycle was the name of it. So yeah, that generally takes, before a tank is stable, 4 to 6 weeks. But you can add fish in as little as about 2 to 3 days. I think that's your question that you originally asked. All right. That's a lot. I know it's a lot. Okay, so we got decorations and plants. Fishy Mick fish face. That sounds a lot. It sounds a lot harder than it is. Let me get these guys some fish food really quick, and then I'll. There we go. Got some goldfish flakes. Yeah, basically, as long as the aquarium's at the right temperature for the type of fish you're buying, you bring the fish home, acclimate them for 20 minutes or a half hour. let them go. You don't feed them the first day. You never want to feed your fish the first day. You want to feed them the second day. I know that doesn't sound all that nice, but when a fish comes into an aquarium, a lot of times, A, they ain't going to eat because they're going to be really stressed. If they do eat, it can still mess with their bodies if they're going into a new habitat like that. So you want to wait until generally the next day, unless, let's say, you bought them at the beginning of the day, and then you waited like 10 hours or something like that, or 12 hours, and it's the end of the night. Then generally you could possibly try it, but my rule of thumb is you always wait till the next day. And then you buy a kit. They sell kits at the store that allow you to check for the pH of the water, and then ammonia levels, nitrite levels, and nitrate levels. And I think there's actually a couple other things that come in a test kit. But the basic test kit is those four things: is pH, ammonia, nitrite, and nitrate. And you just check it. You know, I would say probably within a week or so of having your aquarium with a fish in it, you would check and see, you know, is there ammonia in the water? Is there nitrite in the water? And then you can tell what stage of that nitrogen cycle that you're at. And then once you start to see that there's no ammonia and nitrite in the water, and you just have nitrates, which are natural in the aquarium environment, at least at some level, then you know that your tank cycle is complete. All right, so basically we want to get a couple more plants. And rocks. Okay. We don't want to brain the poor fish here. Gotta wait till they're out of the way. Alright, not the best looking tank we can work with. You would want some taller plants in a tank like this. Alright, you just managed to breed fish. Look at that. The fish were so damn happy they just went at it, and it's only been like 10 minutes. That's the beauty of a simulation. Alright, to earn money, right click on one of them to sell it. So there's a... Oh, we don't want to sell Fishy McFishface. We can't. We're selling that goldfish. Alright, we're going to buy and pick out a background now. And they actually have these pre-cut to the aquarium, the specific aquarium that we're going to be placing it on. Click on the aquarium. There we go. Alright, so we have our first panel on. So we can use more than one pane for the background, and this is an interesting scenario. I have seen some aquariums with this. They want us to put a second panel on. It's not something I don't think I've ever actually done it, but you certainly could with this style of aquarium. So what you would want to do is you'd probably want to pick the pane that's over here towards the wall, and now you can look at it from here, and you've got that kind of 3D effect going on, which is really cool. Pick up some decoration and put it on the background to make a unique composition. Alright, so let's get... let's say... Object will be placed in the background. So in other words, it'll be acting like it's coming straight out of the background. And they do have objects that you can buy that basically have little plastic suction cups on them that you can attach to the glass. And they have 3D backgrounds that you can place in the aquarium itself, actually, that are made out of different types of plastics, other composite materials, actually, that make kind of like a really nice looking rock face in the background. So a lot of people with fish like I had called cichlids would love that, so that you have basically rock caves built right into the background of the aquarium. It just kind of makes it harder to get some of the fish out sometimes if you have caves built into like the glass itself. Buy and pick up a scraper to remove unwanted background. Ah! Gone. They're both gone. Let's see how much money. Oh, we'll be able to buy it back. Alright, we want that guy enabled. We don't want it to be blue, we want it to be white, and we want power all the way up. And now look at how bright that gravel is. See what I meant about the light colored gravel? It really pops. You can also remove decorations. Choose one direct decoration and put it in the trash can. I don't particularly like these single strand things right here, so we're gonna grab that. And then I think actually what we're gonna do, we're gonna grab that guy just like that. Try to even out the tank a little bit. There we go. Almost like choosing a reflective paint for a room. Oh, you mean with the brightness? Kinda, yeah. It all depends on, I mean, the style that you're going for, but also, some fish do like it a little bit darker. You know, some fish don't like the bright. So, both with the lighting and the gravel color. Every fish feels more comfortable in a certain setup. Look, they bred again. Look at that. Time to see our aquarium close. Click on the aquarium. Look at that. And now we can free move right into it and check out the fish. A lot of times, the gravel, like which is it's called a substrate. You use the substrate also to affect the chemical properties of the water, essentially. You can change the pH. You can change the pH of the water depending on what type of soil that you have in there. And a lot of times that's necessary for different species of fish. Like some fish like the water more acidic and others like it more basic. So like African cichlids like the water generally between 7.5 and 8.0. So more slightly basic, whereas other fish, they're even like South American cichlids. So like I mostly focused on African cichlids from the three main rift lakes in Africa, Malawi, Tanganyika, and Victoria. But if you were to say get a cichlid from South America, they might like water more acidic, more closer to 6.0 or so. Alright, once you're done viewing, you can exit Freeman by right click. There he is! You didn't help me with one thing, Dad. Well done, son. Your first aquarium is ready. Time to face the real challenge. I have problems with my living room aquarium. Will you take care of it? Of course, I will give you money to buy the necessary things and you will earn your first salary. Sounds like a good offer. Woo! Thanks, Dad. Saved! Oh my god, I could have walked out the door and it would have saved it for me. Look at that shit. Okay. So we're gonna have to try to at least complete this aquarium tonight. So this is the kitchen. Oh God. What did you do? I think I had done something wrong and all the fish died and then the algae appeared. I don't think I'm doing well. Would you help me fix it? I'm sorry. He wanted me to get into the aquarium hobby and experience the awesomeness of it, and I come downstairs and he's killed all of his fish. What in the hell? I would like to have sea fish, preferably a seahorse and a regal blue tang. Not what I would put in a tank together, but okay. Take some cash for necessary shopping. If you manage to surprise me, you will earn your first salary today. Oh, God. Buy and pick up a net. That's not good. You don't like to see that, guys. That's when you know that, like, your heater's stuck on and all your fish are dead. And that is a really sad reality of, especially saltwater tanks. It doesn't even need to stick on for that long. You have a heater. Let me put it this way. Heaters, your average heater, you know, for a decent sized aquarium, about $50. Your $50 heater sticks on, you can lose, like, for let's say a 100-gallon saltwater tank that you've got all with nice coral and nice fish, you can lose $1,000 worth of fish and $5,000 worth of coral in the span of 12 hours. It can happen. That's why I never did saltwater, because the stuff is so stupid expensive, and if something like the heater sticks a little bit, they're all gone. Now, heater sticking in any tank, not good, but also really not good with thousands of dollars of coral. He said first salary, so basically this game is gearing you towards learning how to take care of the aquariums, and you're going to start your own fish tycoon, where you're going to go in and clean aquariums for people, their houses, to start with. I think that's the basis of what's going on here. Go. Go. All that noise. Go. Go. Oh. Alright, the panes are covered with algae. Bind. Oh my god, look how much money he gave. Where is Patrick? No animals were harmed in the making of this product. Okay, hold the... Yeah! Get it. Yeah! Oh, that's what you like to see. Alright, pick up the dirty filter from the aquarium and wash it in the sink. Alright. Okay, good. This is important. We're trying to show this filter is not touching the sides of the sink. You do not want any soap. Here's the big thing. Some people don't know this. You do not want soap anywhere near your aquarium. You absolutely do not want soap. You don't want to clean your aquarium with soap. You don't want to clean anything going into your aquarium with soap. If you do, you literally might have to throw your entire tank out. I had somebody that came into Pet World where I worked one time, and they told me that they had cleaned the tank out with soap. Like they told me everything they did the night before, and they were all ready for fish, saying that they included in there cleaning out the tank with warm water and soap. And I was like, throw your tank out, because you're not, like, on the sides of the aquarium, you have silicone. The silicone that holds the sides of the aquarium together, that silicone can get essentially impregnated with chemicals. Anything that you put in that aquarium will be inside that substance for possibly the life of the aquarium. So if you get soap in there, a lot of times it'll keep leaching it into the water, and it'll just kill everything you ever try to put into that tank. So if you ever put soap into an aquarium, basically consider it a lost cause. That's a way, at least the way that I look at it. Now, if you have an all, like an acrylic aquarium, if you have like a one-piece molded acrylic aquarium, then obviously there's a slight less risk. But yeah, basically you don't ever want to have soap go into an aquarium, because there's about, I would say, a 90% chance you'll never get that aquarium clean enough to have fish be healthy in it. Yeah, like if I ever, because like I used to clean all my aquarium supplies in the like the wash basin that was in the basement of my house, because that's where I had the majority of my tanks, and I would never let anything touch the sides of that wash basin if I could help it. Like, I would freak out. So like if I had like a plant, let's say I had like a plastic plant, if I had it like outright fall like in the middle of that wash basin, even though water had been running for a long time, I would generally throw that plant right out. New, like brand new or not, if I was just rinsing it and I dropped it, a lot of times I would just chuck it, if not all the time, because I did not like taking the risk. Because I should say that in that wash basin, the water that came out of the washer and dryer was right next to the wash basin, so the water that came out of that washer would empty into that damn sink. So it was all, it had suds in it most of the time. We want to enable this. We're gonna get the temperature. We're gonna start around 20. Let's say around 27. We're gonna get her to try around 27. All right, buy and pick up the hose. All right, so we can get a basic siphon hose. Standard utility bucket. I had buckets all over the basement of my house growing up. Probably had like a dozen just stacked, ready to go. All right, while holding the bucket, click on the hose to get the water out of the aquarium. All right, so this is the gross part right here. There's two ways of doing this. One, you would be able to hook this hose up to like that sink in there, and then you would have a T-bracket on it, and essentially you would start the water up, and by having the water flow through the sink through that T-bracket, it would start a suction. Actually, there's three ways. Other way to do it is if you had an actual gravel siphon attached to this, you could have in the aquarium right here, you could fill it with water, the gravel siphon, and then it forces the water through, and you keep doing that, and eventually it'll create a suction. And then the old-fashioned way is, if you're not doing that, you just got a hose like this, you grab one end and you just suck in real hard and try not to let the water go down your damn throat, and you shove it in the bucket as quick as you can. Alright, while holding the bucket, click on the hose to get the water out. Here we go. You can pour it into the aquarium and extract it with a hose. Okay. Pour the water out of the bucket. Click on the toilet or the sink to get rid of the water. We're gonna go find the toilet. Where's the toilet? I want to find the toilet. Oh, that's nice TV. Oh, wait, can we interact? I wonder if we interact with that and that'll actually change the music. No. That would be funny if it did. Alright, I guess it wants us to throw it right in the kitchen sink. Something I wouldn't do because that's disgusting. Yeah, generally speaking, once you have set up an aquarium, very rarely will you take all the water out of it. And that's because of the reason that I had mentioned earlier, is that all tanks go through a cycle and eventually it becomes stable. Well, if you take all the water out, or most of the water out, a lot of times that tank can start through a new cycle, either a mini cycle or a full cycle, and it's really dangerous for the fish. So generally speaking, what you want to do is you want to take out about 20 to 30% of the water in the aquarium once a week. You want to take it out once a week. If you don't have a lot of fish in the tank, you can definitely do it every other week. But generally speaking, once a week is when you want to do it, especially if you have a decent amount of fish in the tank. And then in the water that goes back into the tank, in general, you want to have some dechlorinator. This house reminds me of the house in Faz. It does, right? Use the shovel and hold left mouse button to... Use the shovel and hold left mouse button. Uh-oh. Guess what? We gotta go upstairs. Ah! Good, good. Don't know where it's going, but that's okay. Pick up the new soil and the shovel. Does he have specifically... I think it's just asking us to buy some. This one. Ooh, ooh. That's a hard call. I appreciate that they're not making this take as long as it would. You gotta rinse the hell out of gravel before you put it into the aquarium. Gets a lot of the micro particles out of there, all the little dirt particles that can come with it, or any chemicals that can come from whatever factory. You don't know where the hell the stuff's coming from. That's mass-producing bags of gravel. Always good to rinse it off. Right-click to finish. While holding the bucket, click on the sink and fill it with water. All right, here we go. We're gonna have to... Now we want to put some dechlorinator in here. Let's see if they make us do it. Alright, so they're not getting that fancy. I think we're looking at one more bucket. Now, if you were trying to fill that tank with a bucket like this, it'd take a while. I used to have a garden hose hooked up to the sink that I would fill everything with, and also do water changes with it. Buy and pick up salt. Pick up the salt. Thanks. Switch, you can change the type. Buy and pick up the salt, thanks. Okay. Remember, the fish and plants in the wrong water will die quickly. Okay. Okay, supposedly we are in salt water now. Now, tank this big. Good thing to remember with a tank this big. This filter, completely inadequate for a tank this size. You would need a much larger filter. I would also say for a special tank this size, a hang on the back filter or a large canister filter. Something that creates more aeration for the fish. So basically that water being forced out of a filter and into the aquarium puts more oxygen in the water for the fish. And a waterfall filter, something to hang on the back where the water flows from up above and down into the water, is the best way to do that. That really just, it'll clean the water and it provides some circulation, but doesn't help so much with adding oxygen. Also, a tank this size, you would want a heater on this end of the aquarium and a heater on that end of the aquarium, because that would make it a lot more even with the heating. If you had like one small heater in here and trying to do the whole tank, it would be on constantly and it would probably fry out a lot quicker. Alright, press J to close the quest panel. Put some lamps in the aquarium. 2, turn on the filter. Put the background on the aquarium wall. Put Regal Blue Tang. Alright, let's start with the lamps here. So that's the journal. That's a good thing to have. So we want lighting. Okay, we want one there. I'm gonna change it definitely, but it's hard to get the spacing just right on these. I think that's better. Oh, I moved it. Oh. Let's take a look here. Let's go with blue for this one. We can always change it. Very nice. Press J to open quest journal. So we want a background on this aquarium. Oh, look, we got things to clean the floor with and everything in case something horrible happens. So we got 2 types of thermometers and 2 types of heaters here. So looks like one's the cheaper type. Okay, we want a background. Ooh, I like that. That's interesting, huh? That's not necessarily what I would pick, but it is definitely saltwater themed. Those ended up being much smaller than I thought they were going to be from that initial picture. So let's grab some... I wonder how big we can get this thing. How big is it? Oh my! That guy in there like that. So there's a little bit of a difference in the aquarium. Don't always have to have everything matching. What else does this guy want? Alright, so he wants 2 more plants. We can put another large plant in the background. Oh my. Oh, we don't want that. No. Wait, did a second edit it? Oh, that's better. I rather like that. Alright, arrange some corals inside the aquarium. Okay, so we actually get to play around with some corals. Ah, now the expensive stuff. Here we go. That right in the middle of those 3 plants right there. Oh! Static. I don't think I'm gonna be touching those. Static. 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 Alright, we need, I want to get some bigger coral for the back of the tank. I love the prices on these corals. No. Why can't I pick it up? I don't like that at all. We're gonna have to just sell that and buy another one. It was acting up on us, guys. Oh, I like that a lot. Looks like we need one more piece of coral. Ooh, you know what I haven't been doing? Oh, that's so good. Only the plants need to worry about the temperature. Because corals, even corals need to worry about things. It looks like we're all set though, temperature-wise. It's not perfect, but it's not bad. Buy fishes of that many different saltwater species and make sure that they have good conditions. Take screenshot. Alright, so basically now the Regal Blue Tang, basically Dory from Finding Nemo. I actually think you would normally call this a blue hippo tang. Duh. No, we want you back out. What? Did everything turn off? Hang on. This thing just messed up. The heat, the freaking filter turned off. They shut everything off on me even though I had them on. That fish's gonna die. I don't want to keep having to deal with that stuff, so we're chucking it all on the ground around. Is it dead yet? Where is it? Happy. Okay, so temperature's a little high. We need more fish in the water. We do need to bring the pH up. Okay, so the temperature's a little high. So let's try 23. Let's also get the pH better. All right, have a good night, Josh. Ugh, I hate when you move it, it turns it off. Temperature, plants, decorations, fish amount. Interesting, interesting. It fell right through the glass. So our water pH ain't quite there yet. It's a big tank. I guess we're getting there. Hey. Okay. Yeah, we're there now. Let's get the rest of the fish in. Okay, we got some more plants in there for them. Alright, so now he wanted seahorses. Probably should have added one and then checked it. So, oh god, it fell right off. See, that's a problem. It really wants the temperature higher, but we can't have it any higher for the blue tanks. Also, those tanks I think would rip apart those seahorses in like a very short amount of time. Buy fishes of that many different species. You can't put these two fish in the same tank. I think that's gonna put the Tangs out of their safe zone. Oh, but it says it's fine. Bravo, son. We can be proud of such a beautiful aquarium in our living room. A reward is due for such a job well done. Here's your money. I feel that you will soon become a great aquarist. Hi. Oh, what a beautiful aquarium. If you are so talented, maybe you could help me with my aquarium. My cat is constantly trying to eat my fish, and I don't feel very well. Please help me. I don't know how to fix this. Of course, I will pay you for your help. Is this our little sister or something? When you finish decorating the aquarium here, come to me and I will take you to my house. I'm sorry. This random little girl walked into our home and then just immediately asked us to start helping with her fish tank. This is a very weird place. Alright, we got a lot more open to us now. Okay, so this is our friend. Are you ready to go and help with my aquarium? Yes. At a friend's house. Saved. Alright, and this is where we're going to shut this off too, guys, but, alright, so welcome to my home. As I mentioned before, my cat hunts my fish, and it seems to me that they are very frightened. Would you like to help me keep my fish safe and happy? I'm sorry, what the hell? Oh no, my cat threw the aquarium to the ground. Quick, we have to help the fish and fix the aquarium for them. Oh my god. That's going to be an interesting fix. Fill the kitchen sink with water? Why is it telling? That's a terrible thing to do. Get a bucket and fill that with water. Alright. That was an interesting experience for sure. I think we'll be back for this. Because we gotta help these poor fish out. on the next stream. But that's all for tonight, guys. Hope you all enjoy the rest of your night, and we'll see you again next time here on Whelp Squad TV. Take care.